right here.
Second place national
Second place
champion.
Nats. And then,
Doesn't
of
matter.
course, we got this guy here. Steph. All right, so...
It's okay.
nah, I'm messing. Before we start anything, welcome to our first podcast as the Doods. You know, we're trying to have a little fun here, give you guys a couple insights on what we do and how we do things. We want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Cardforge Gaming. You know how it is. We just had a great relationship with these guys. They're amazing. They got us these dope jerseys, as you can see. So, pretty sick. We're going to be rocking it. We're in the Cardforge studios right now. A little bit under construction, but in a couple of weeks it'll be updated and stuff, so you guys will see the progression of it. So, we got a good show for you guys today. A couple of topics that we want to talk about in the meta game. And from there, we'll go with topic number 1 straight up. Topic number 1. You guys know a lot of TOP qualifiers this last week.
But what's the TOP qualifier for?
I mean, it's about the Big Daddy. I mean, Daylon Max tournament. I mean, Tournament of Power. I mean, everyone's talking about it.
If you guys don't know, if you go to these events, which I think there was only 2, right?
There's only 2 right now, yeah.
If you make top 16, you get free entry to Daylon Max Tournament of Power in Vegas.
And right now, that tournament, I think everyone's talking about big prize money. The most ever in Dragon Ball Super history.
It's going to be the biggest tournament of the year.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
I mean, this is overtaking nationals.
Well, not only that, like, it's also kind of being, like, a test, if you will, like, adding pressure to Bandai, where it's like, hey, if you're the game creator and you can't even make pricing worth it, like someone else has to do it, they got to step up their game. So maybe even this would be, like, the regional standard. Then Nats is going to be even bigger, and then World's just going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a $10,000... I'm just reading it off, like, the event page, but it's a $10,000 main event on February 22nd at the Flamingo Casino.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, go check that out. I think you could do registration now, right?
You can still do registration. You can still book hotels and rooms with, like, the discount that he provided. There's a couple, like, entrance... Like, the entry fee is $40, but then he has, like, a VIP entry fee. Then he has a good VIP entry fee.
Ooh.
And it has, like, a lot of cool stuff. It's a first place... So first place is $2,500. And big bucks. And one wish within Daylon's powers. Guys, if you could have one wish that Daylon Mack could do for you, what would it be?
Well, he said in his power, so can I ask for another wish?
Is that within his power? We have to ask him.
All right, we'll get back on that.
But honestly, if that one wish could be anything within his powers, what would it be?
I'd be kind of down for, like, season tickets on that one, kind of, because, like...
But you want to do something for the community, though.
But that's within his power, but, like, if it's for you, right?
Okay.
So I'm saying, like, if you end up going to his games and you kind of, like... he thinks you're a cool guy, too, so now it's not just like, oh, you're going to a game. Like, you're going to a game, seeing your buddy play out, and then what other cool shit you doing after?
That's true. How about, keep it Dragon Ball related.
All right.
What the one wish you would want Dragon Ball related?
Probably a draft with Daylon. Get, like, maybe Daylon, Russell, like, a couple big names.
Oh,
Kinda late night.
like a celebrity draft.
Yeah, like a celebrity draft.
It's like Celebrity Deathmatch, but with a draft. Yeah.
I think that's what I'd
sick.
want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What would you do, Jeff?
I'm the only one who wants to foil out my deck even more.
Your deck's already foiled, bro.
Yeah, but I want, like, Otakon combos. I want, like, the pre-release.
That'd be cool. That'd be dope.
Like he said, within his power, like...
Within his, I mean...
Have you seen Daylon's
He's an
decks?
NFL player. Yeah,
Have
no,
you
they're
seen
all
it?
shiny.
Everything's stamped.
I haven't.
All his Champas.
You know what? When you got it, you got it. What would you do, Miggy?
Probably, I think, like a flight to Nats or something.
Flight to Nats?
Yeah.
Dude, so...
What are you doing?
I would want to do, like, a huge cookout for all the Dragon Ball players. Just think about everybody getting to know each other. That blows off some
you would just
steam.
be like, all right, like, Easter...
But where would it be? In the West Coast?
It'd probably be the same place, Las Vegas, because the flights to Las Vegas are
Las
cheap.
Vegas. Okay.
So it'd be like another big tournament, but on top of that, it's like a free.
So you're saying like an actual just Saturday tournament of power, and then like stay Sunday for like
just
Dragon
hang
Ball,
out,
like
play. There'll be like 8-man pods, all that stuff. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool. Okay, all right.
You know?
Nice
he's
wish.
setting up the
Sharing
tournament. That's
wish.
within his power. So
You
all
didn't
right.
play kind of thing?
Yeah, you didn't play. It's all chilling.
All right.
Then invest in the dudes. But
We're making a brand here.
Hey,
So
you know you want a hoodie. So back to what we were saying. So those TLPs, the qualifiers, a lot of people's been going to them trying to get their top 16s. We're getting free entry to the Tournament of Power. which, as we said, that's like a $40 value.
It's a $40 value. Yeah.
Not to mention, Daylon was throwing some mad cash at this.
Oh heck yeah!
Like, I mean, luckily for us, we saw the rewards of it. Our teammate, Kevin Zuniga,
Oh yeah.
got first at the one here in Cali, out of about 90 players.
90 players.
Got first. Tricolor Broly, what do you guys think about Tricolor Broly in his deck?
It's a good deck.
It was a good pick for this event, for sure.
And quite honestly, it's
'Cause-
the best, if not one of the best deck of the format.
I mean, let's
For
be
sure.
honest. Broly, the leader itself.
Yeah, that's
you
the
have
one
that.
that's kind of like
Yeah.
weird because so Tricolor Broly, just Broly leader in general, is just kind of like slowly winning out everything as like more and more events and data show up. But that math might change with the button going away.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
but like, here's the kicker, right? With Daylon, like after that event, I think it was gonna be like the Sunday like actual tournament of power for like teams, right?
The team one.
Oh.
And then like everything is just full power.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like for one event, it's also big money singles, but like now you also got the team one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to what we're doing, back to Kevin's deck. I think Tricolor Broly was a good deck for him. Definitely suited his playstyle since we
He
got
played
to see
it well. Yeah.
No, yeah.
played it
What'd you
well.
guys think about his sideboard option, that 2-drop Goku?
Oh, the one he played 4 full copies. I think it was like
forgot the
Spirit of the Planet.
Yes. So you hard cast it, obviously.
It's a 2-drop, right?
Okay.
Blue green solid,
Mhm.
and I think it's like a
Same thing, blue,
Oh.
green, solid, and against,
Triple strike.
and 10,000 power.
But also, he played that to go into Gogeta 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
That's why I thought he played
It's
it.
crazy dumb. Like, it's a good card.
it worked. I mean, I think the deck, like I said, the deck he played was really good. Funny enough, though, the deck that a lot of people were talking about at the tournament wasn't even first place. It was second place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And Meager?
Russell
yeah.
Cruz and his Demigra deck.
Which is actually on our YouTube channel. So
Yeah, go
if you
check
head on
it out.
over to our YouTube, the Doods, we have Russell. I was about to say Russell Stelzer. We have Russell's deck profile.
Russell Cruz.
Cruz's deck profile for his second place Demigra, which is pretty spicy because he main decked a lot of
His deck,
sideboard cards.
like, so I was lucky enough. I did the deck profile, and as doing the profiles, like, I don't wonder why he did so well. He made Harus.
Yeah.
He made
Tia.
Yeah, he made Tao.
Tao. I was just like,
They're all black cards.
This
so it
guy-
makes sense.
Yeah,
this
but
He
guy
grabbed
was
his
just not-
sideboard,
he
probably
was
like
not afraid.
he probably
No,
forgot the
no,
side
so-
for the last one. Was like, fuck it.
No, he probably just showed up to the event, accidentally shuffled all his cards, and he's just like, all right, first 50, all right, let's go. And he's like, crap,
Nah.
my sideboard got mixed up.
Nah, what he told me was straight up, too many decks are yellow.
Yeah.
He said the best 2 leaders we felt were, and when we were talking, Broly, Baby. Those are the 2 best leaders. They're both yellow. I might as well prepare for that matchup. Have this.
Yeah.
So main Haru.
So main Haru, and like, automatically you have an advantage. And if you don't need the Haru, like you said, you just charge it. Because your whole deck's black anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not going to kill him too much to have it.
That's true.
So, I mean, the dirty play that I saw him do a lot was you guys saw the 7-drop
The
Demigra.
Xeno Evolve.
Damn,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, that card's
You go to
crazy.
7-drop Demigra, bring the Haru on top 4.
Oh.
And then he'll like do the Demigra.
He can
that
double
gets,
all-around as well.
yeah. So, like, he was just going off on people on that turn, and
Because
They
they're
didn't
like,
know
I'll
what
get
to
attacked
do.
like 3 times turn 2, and then like another 3 or 4 times turn 3, and then turn 4 is like, you ain't getting like another 3. It's going to be like another 5.
yeah, and he would
They accumulate because
Yeah.
if you don't get rid of those attackers, there are more attackers for
Oh.
other turns.
So like even if you try managing the board, it's like the minimum you'll be facing is like 3 on turn 1, you clear that.
Right.
Or like 3 on turn 2, you clear that. 3 on turn 3, you clear that.
and, you
And
just
it's
keep
like
building.
6, 9 because you also forget Turles.
Right.
So it's just like,
God, Turles is such a good freaking card.
No, in his deck, like, it was just really good. And I'm not surprised he won so far. No one was prepared for that type of pressure. Baby's a different pressure, I feel like. Baby's more of like a big explosion. Well, that's just constant, like, I'm going to hit you again. And then if you still up, I'm going to hit you again.
I think the best
And
way to
if you're
stay,
still
instead
up-
of being like just a like 2, 3 big punches like in boxing, he just threw out jabs the whole way, and it's like, if you
Yeah,
can't
he
even
just
stop
kept
this, I don't
throwing
need to
at
throw a big
you.
punch anyways. Like,
So
You
no,
already
he
got
played
knocked
that
down.
really well, and I was actually really impressed how far he got. Because knowing Russ for a while now, and I've seen him play, like, to see where his Demigra deck's gone from where it was at PPT Vegas
yeah.
to where it was like that on Saturday, it was insane. So, congrats for him. Congrats to
learning
Kevin.
curve, yeah.
I mean, if people don't know, these guys profit. I mean, Kevin got a Switch,
Yeah.
$300, and then Russell for second place. I've never seen this like in our card game so far. He won 4 boxes, $200, like for second place.
Dude, what, yeah. Like, what do you get for second place at a regional?
You get a card. Well, at least last year you
I got
got.
looking at All right, so I got third
Well,
place
that's
at a
nationals
regional.
though. But look at this. Like, I think it was something that you brought up where, like, let's try going back to like the Dalen Mac events too. But like, you go to these big events like regionals and all that stuff to go to nationals.
Yeah.
And when you go to nationals and you win, what's the first thing you do with the prize card?
I mean, for most people, you try to see the value of the card.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're trying to win value. But, like, when you go to these Daylon events, I'm going to call them because that's what they're becoming. When you go to Daylon's events, there's value the moment you enter the event.
You're just like 2,500 and a wish. Like,
Yeah. So, no matter what, you're
Come
getting
on.
something out of the event the moment you get there. So, that's pretty good. But, I mean, shout out to him. I mean, I'm looking at the deck list, though, guys. Let me pull it up really quick. For the tournament we just had. So the breakdown was this: we had one SSS Gogeta, and that's the ramp one, I believe.
Right.
yeah.
That was C-Rod from Super Players.
Super players, yep, stay super guys. We already shouted out Demigra. We had two super babies.
I think Abel was one of them.
Abel was
From
one.
Abel and Julio.
Abel and
there you go.
Julio,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not
Friends
gonna
are-
lie. I'm surprised there was only two babies. Like
Yeah.
that deck is just to me. I mean, I piloted it to a
Well-
top at Vegas, so I thought the deck was powerful.
I feel like it's powerful,
And-
but like because it's just such a consistent threat on like turn 3, like people need to answer it. If your deck can't do that, like it doesn't belong in the format. So
Well, it's weird to me because Baby had only 2 in our event, and then when at PPT, the one I topped, there was 5 in top.
no, right, but it's like
So,
it
it's
has
just
a
like
bit
the
of a
number.
target on its back, so people actually have to be
Yeah.
prepared to
Yeah.
play it.
That's why I
So it
didn't
might have
play
been
it.
a little.
Yeah, I think the more like
harder on
the
that.
same format progresses, people learn how to play around it
Yeah.
and play against it.
We had one Hatchiak, which was piloted by our own Carlos.
Oh, yeah, Carlos.
Crash. Great job, Crash. I mean, he played it
Mhm.
very, very strong deck.
Anyone can play Hatchet.
Oh my god.
Let's be honest. Like,
Oh, is that who's in the chat? Total Crash.
is that Total Crash? No, he's not there. Yeah, but like, for sure, like Hatchet is like one of those decks where I feel like you could just sit there, and Baby. I feel
It's a really good deck, Hatchiak.
Yeah, it is. But Baby is also like one of those decks where like if you know the combo, it's like pretty cookie cutter. You know, you just do this.
Alright,
do
so-
that.
Opinion on Baby. Is Baby one of the decks that's super high ceiling, but it only reaches that ceiling with a good pilot?
For sure.
Not that because I know anyone can get the combo out really easily, but to consistently find a way to get to that combo when it's not obvious.
It's an easy deck to play, but also it's hard to play it perfectly. You
Mhm.
know, there are little nuances and
Yeah, learning how to do it if you don't open the Dr. Mew combos and realizing how many card advantage you actually gain without that.
you need to know when to go for the kill as well.
Yeah.
That's a tricky
A
part.
little bit of luck never hurt too.
And then
Sure.
we had one
Luck beats
Kid
skill any
Coup,
day.
Bonds of Friendship Son Goku, piloted by Edwin.
Edwin
Once
also
again, a dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Edwin for playing skills.
I'll give him credit.
bro.
I told him it was bad.
Yeah, I think all of us in the
Legit,
decks
I was just
bad.
like, this boy's gonna play skill. And he's in the chat right now. Shout out to you, Edwin. I was like,
I think all of us were saying like, oh, well, that's an easy win for someone, and then he shocked all of us.
you know
did
what?
really
But those
well.
30k beaters like do a lot of damage, especially in Brawly where like you want to keep like yourself at 4 or 3 so you can.
Yeah,
actually play
because like
effects.
even though the deck has 10Ks, like they're a little hard and clunky to bring out. The Bardock Ape, you gotta pay 2 for that, and you don't want to just like burn off beans if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they'll expend more cards just to try to get over a 30, and it's just like, oh, I can drop a Dragon Ball and then pick it back up, free combo. So
And then we had 2 Beerus's. I mean, I'm surprised Beerus. We don't have as much representation with Beerus. It's probably one of the most talked about decks. Yet somehow, like even in the PPT, even from this event, the events that we just had, it doesn't have like a demanding top.
yeah,
So I'm really
I think
surprised
it's too
there.
fair though.
It's too
It's
fair.
too fair of a deck.
yeah.
So-
Like you'll be able to play all your games, but like there's just some decks where it's like I just auto win because I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And then
because
the
I registered
final,
this deck.
yeah, and then like not to cut you off, but the final one, we had 8 Broly's. I mean, I guess there's
most
the
of
problem.
them were green except for mine.
Yeah, most of them green.
Oh.
Yours was actually a U6 variant.
yeah.
So a little spicy there. So that's always good to see. But overall, the meta was pretty cool here. And then from what I understood about the one in Gamers R Us, they had a couple good ones over there.
You have the top card for that?
I have a couple of the deck lists. I know Justin and Daehan played each other. Daehan was playing Hatchiak.
Okay.
And then Justin playing his baby Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, not too bad there. Daylon also topped there. I know for top 16.
He was playing Beers. Yeah.
He's playing Beers. I think it's the green one as usual. So shout out to his creativity there because like I don't see that deck list anywhere. So that's pretty cool to see.
Trying to keep it secret for top.
True.
I mean, if you could see Daylon's deck profile online. Team Foe put it up. Eddie and them.
Shout out to Team Foe for just
doing that deck profile. Shout out to Gamers R Us. Cool event that you guys threw out there. I know you guys throwing another one, so shout out to y'all. But I know like Daylon's deck. If you guys saw his deck profile, you talk about as he would say Mac rarity. Like that thing is blinged out. Everything's stamped except 3 cards.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't have the Beerus. He doesn't have the new Beerus. The green one.
Yeah.
Where you discarded.
Oh.
He doesn't have that yet.
Guess we found out what's not within his power.
I got you, man.
So hey, community, help Daylon out. Help him find those Beeruses.
Look for it.
The man needs it.
Um.
But besides that, like overall, like I mean, what we saw in these decks, I mean, they're pretty good. They're gonna get you tops, I guess, is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
But that brings up the question: with button banned, what changes?
And that's actually a great segment to our next topic.
Yo.
Xeno Button.
Wait. First off, Zapes. 1, popular deck. 2, without button. What is it?
A very bad deck.
A very bad deck. Or maybe. I know. Crossworlds TCG did like a whole article on it. I don't know if you guys were able to read it, but pretty much, yeah.
I don't know. From the testing I had against like a Zape deck, it's just not as intimidating.
Yeah.
Because like the thing is, say
Because
they
once
go
you
down,
tap out,
Yeah.
I'm
You're not-
going with the mentality. If you have the beans and everything, cool. Like you had it, but I'm gonna either make you waste it all now, and then it won't be a resource later in the game.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because like say they go tap to 1 and have Bean up, right? You'll be like, all right, that's 1 ape and they're tapped out.
Yep.
And if they want to keep going, cool, that's another bean. So it's like, are you really gonna burn like 3 in the turn for like 1 actual?
Don't get me wrong.
play?
I think a good player's still gonna be able to play the deck if they will choose to.
It's
But
just harder.
It's just so much. It's almost that mentality of we're gonna work harder for a win. So why should I do that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'd rather find a deck that wins are a little bit easier to obtain, or if I'm gonna work hard, it better be the highest ceiling type of deck.
That's going to Beerus. Now that like Zape is gone, that was like kind of one of Beerus' worst matchups.
I don't think it was-
because you just have they would struggle against the Xeno button.
No, right. But they weren't losing to the apes. They were losing to Button. If
That's
Buttons
true,
is out, I don't think that's how Broly's gonna proceed. I think that there's still variants for it. Like I'm playing U6 Broly and I didn't play Button.
Yeah.
So like there's still options for Broly to play. It's just the Button variant is out. So Tricolor's harder.
No, I get you.
You can still play the ape, just not at 4, probably.
Probably like
Ape is not like the
2 or
leading
3.
factor anymore. It's
Yeah.
probably 3. You cut it down, and I don't know. I guess you wouldn't do it as early anymore if it's a quick matchup because there's no way to recover anymore.
Right.
So I mean, Xeno Button is huge. I think blue green definitely takes a hit now
Oh yeah.
because without blue green you can't like play as aggressively. There's no more just dropping a Piccolo and then knowing that the following turn you drop one.
Yeah, you
Xeno
can't be
Button,
reckless.
Double Ape or Xeno Button, and then next thing you know you get UI'd,
Mm.
which I think affects UI probably the most, huh?
Yeah.
Because
it
playability
affects
of that card
its
drop.
price as well too.
Because
Yeah,
you
'cause-
can't just like, oh, I'll have like 2 energy or like 3 energy and then bean up to 4 and then I'll stop because like they already played the card, they already attacked.
Yeah, so
It's
I mean,
still a good card for cards like Gogeta 7.
yeah. The
or,
only
like,
issue now I have with the
Iron
UI is, like, it's not like the ape where if you use it on your turn you get to draw a card. You only draw the card if you do it on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So now it's like I either gotta set 4 energy up, and now you're either if you fall into the UI you fall into it. But I think most players are gonna be like, he probably has the UI, and you know, it is.
And like
what it
how
is.
obvious it is that it is like now that like Xeno button's like gone, where like you see your opponent have 4 energy, you're like, oh, there's a UI.
Also, they have to do nothing during their turn.
Yeah,
so you
which
have
is like
4
just like
energy.
draw a pass, like draw a charge pass.
I mean, if they do
Leadership.
that. I mean, that's their call. Like,
And then
I
I'll
might
just pass, attack pass.
yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. Xeno Button without that card, I feel like the deck takes a hit. Of course, is it still playable? I mean, yeah, play at your locals. I bet you'll still get some success with it. I mean, the cards are still too powerful. The other cards are still too powerful where you don't gain advantage still. Like, you're still going to gain something. It's just,
Yeah,
in the
because
higher tournaments, I don't think you'll have the consistency to play them
especially
as much.
because that was like one of the few matches that they had for like against Baby on blue green. You got to ramp up to 4. You got to have the button and then have the UI. But like if you ramp up, you pay 2. Now you can't just button untap to actually not die. So like
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it
a
was
big
a huge,
boost for
it was a
Baby.
huge thing to do when, like, because I was playing blue green for a bit, especially the Android variant, And the only way for me to stop Baby was to either open Mafuba or open at UI, Ramp,
And
Button. And now it's officially open for Mafuba and hope they run into the Mafuba.
Yeah.
Do you think Android and 18 take a hit from the Zeno hit as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Indirectly, yes.
Unfortunately, it wasn't meant for them, but I think 21's a little bit better off without it
Yeah,
because it does have its inherent untap,
which is pretty good.
which helps it a lot because now you always will have, when you start their turn, you'll always have one energy open.
They were also
18
blue
is
leader.
it's in a bad spot.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it's a blue leader, so it has like
You can still like
D-magic
D-magic a
stuff,
bit.
so-
You won't
Yeah.
hit like the big
Yeah.
bombs, but like enough to still be in the
Yeah.
game.
So hopefully they make another type Zeno card that's more fair. I would have been cool with like tap 2, untap like 4 or something where, granted like that sounds pretty broken, but it's a little bit more fair because you have to have the 2 open to begin with.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
can't like go all in during your turn.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't play as reckless.
Yeah.
But I mean, Zeno
Especially
buttons.
because there weren't enough cards to like punish it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what were the options? Like cooler and like, but that's
Cooler-
like leader
cooler
specific to
TN.
yellow.
Cooler and TN, yeah.
Then, yeah.
But the
that's
thing
it.
is with TN,
That's
it
a
gets
sideboard,
Broly.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't really matter. So I mean,
You're gonna have to drop that guy for 4.
yeah, that means I lost anyway, probably.
I would have better off just keeping my 4 up and have the UI there, but like.
Yeah, I'd be better off just playing something else, like just playing through it. Yeah, but I mean, overall, Zeno button. I guess it had to go because that brings us into our next topic. Actually,
Yeah, with some of the
the
spoiled
new cards.
God.
I mean, I guess that's why we had to.
have to take out my phone for this.
So
Oh, okay.
off the bat, that 5-drop Frieza, it's really good.
Oh, that 5-drop
Cause-
Frieza is good.
So you start off with its benefits, right? Like the first keyword skill, whatever, triple strike. So that's already huge because you need stuff that's double strike, triple strike, dual attack, triple attack. It gets hatched. You can't just be playing like this. I'll hit you for one game because they'll eventually get to the point where they like loop negates with like power burst and the 1-drop Goku and like you just don't really get through. Then you end up having what was it? You end up having the next skill, which is like when you attack, it minuses what, like 20k to the board?
Minus is 30k.
30k, yeah.
30k?
Does it ignore barrier? Do you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, it ignores
it
barriers,
ignores
too.
barriers.
Yeah, so it's kind of like unconditional removal on that end. And you kind of make like a threat while also cleaning up theirs. So now it's on them to either try to go a crackback directly to you, and if that doesn't work out, then you get your 30k, your triple striker again.
It's every time it attacks. So
Yeah.
It's every time
They
it
don't get
attacks.
rid of it.
So
Like,
once
you
again,
gotta keep
there's
it
a
in.
leader that might take advantage of this every time it attacks crap, and it's the leader that just took 8 spots in our tournament.
Another thing to note, right? If you get that 5-drop out and also the red one, that's kind of like, it's not a lock, but it's hard to get rid of.
Yeah, it's a combo. Now that you're stuck there.
That means you have to play like a red leader, a red Frieza leader.
Red Frieza. Yeah.
But the cool thing is, like, so as we transition to a different strategy, the green surge leader has a great way to get rid of those type of cards, though.
Inherently, right?
Inherently, because
Oh, the Brawly one?
The fact
Oh,
that
yeah.
you just pop whatever.
Yeah.
No, doesn't matter what it says on it. It pops. No level restriction. No barrier crap.
Pretty good.
Just pop it, and like
Beerus has a good way to get rid of it too, right? You just tap 2 pop.
Well,
Beerus is only on your turn, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
Beerus is on your turn, and it can't ignore barrier.
Yeah, this one
The
ignores
Broly one
barrier.
is pretty much just like take off one of its materials and just
I've been having a lot of fun, like, testing the Broly stuff, because I've already made the deck.
I need to
And
test against
well
it.
think about it
It's
this
really
way.
fun, and
Dude, you draw 2, untap 2.
Think about it
Like
this way too,
baby.
stuff, because you know how like sometimes they'll cite in what is it like is it strategies?
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
Ignore
like they'll try to
barrier.
do like strategies
barrier.
onto the APOC ape. You're like cool, just
So
Well,
that's
yeah.
a good counter to Baby then, right?
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
the baby matchup's super easy.
oh yeah.
Because the deck mains inherent, like, the deck, at least in our version that me and Kevin Zuniga started making, it mains, like, Gallic Cannon. So when they make the 7-drop baby,
Oh, you
Gallic Cannon, that can't go anywhere. Can't hard-felt flee after.
Right,
Yeah.
'cause it's
'Cause
not.
yeah, so
25.
now it's not
They,
25.
like you can
There's
go,
no way for them to go up anymore.
Mhm.
So unless they just want to awaken just to get nothing out of it, they usually just pass.
Yeah.
And then I can either out it next turn or...
do the awaken,
Yeah.
pop it on your turn, so now you have to reset up.
that
its-
matchup hasn't been too difficult, actually. In fact, it's been in the favor of the Broly. So, Baby... With that said, Baby did win a couple matches. It's just being more.
Like what we were talking about earlier, like you can't just be like a beginning player where you're like, oh, try to.
Because the numbers matter now. The numbers do matter. You don't want to get them to 3 anymore, because at 3 they could awaken.
Oh.
So you try to like, in the way we did it is you heartfelt plea on 4, get them to 1, so then because they still have the minus on it, so then every attack after is lethal. So even if you swing with something with like 1,000, like a Dr. Mew or something, and they're at negative 15, they still have to combo out of that. Eventually they run out of combo power.
Right.
So that's how you actually start to beat it now, because you just make them play that way.
Yeah.
Your leader has like double attacks, so that's always going to help. There's not too many negates in that deck except Topo. From what I mean, because I don't know.
Arguably one of the best ones though.
Plays red.
Yeah, Topo's really good. I'm not gonna lie, Topo's really good. But with that said, I mean, Baby's one of the decks that I think can play through a Topo.
Yeah.
So
the other thing that's good about that one though is like, since there's gonna be more Universe 7 support, I was kind of scared that Victory Strike might be like more relevant, but Broly, the leader, might keep it in check because when they swing in with it, even if it has like barrier, just.
Oh yeah, in our testings, like, I forgot who I was playing, but they forgot the ability, so they just went all in. I was like, switch.
Yeah,
attack,
you
pop,
can't go.
And they're like, oh crap, and I'm like, yeah.
You can't go big against it like with one battle card because the leader will take care
You
of it.
have to go wide.
So that effect is on the awaken side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you awaken?
It's search,
You
so
search.
just put a green red
Green
underneath.
red under.
So you can
At any
But the
when it's
ability
active
only
battle,
activates if they're at 3 life or less.
Yeah.
So that's why the numbers really matter now. Like,
So you can
what
still
you-
victory streak.
Right, but they also have stuff to like self awaken if you like build it right.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's one card called the 4-drop Kaioken something feat, I think. It's the 4-drop. When you're at 3 or when you're
When you
like
get 3 or less, it
but
gains like
when
dual
it's
attack.
summoned, you
Green
take a
red one.
life.
Yeah.
So you take a life. So if you're at 4 or something, you could essentially just make sure you take a couple life,
Okay.
and then bam, and that's why you play Self Awakeners.
And then the other big card that's been kind of going up a bit, I don't remember the name of it. It's like the Broly Arrival that works with Tragic Awakening.
Oh, so
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that went up out of nowhere, the SPR.
Yeah.
Broly Tragedy Unfold or something like that. $75 for an SCR now, SPR. So if you have it, get rid of it. If you need it, good luck.
Wait on it.
Like the only kind of good thing about that is like since your leader handles like going really big on a battle card, that one kind of checks going wide a bit. So like, it still seems like it has the most of its
a
bases
continuous
covered.
effect, right?
Yeah.
The combo.
So the other leader that got announced, Kefla.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a leader you liked at first.
I'll be
I-
honest with you, with testing it against Kevin.
I still like it, but it's one of those like fun leader cards.
Yeah.
You can't really.
Honestly, that card just loses to dark power, right?
Yeah, no,
So,
yeah.
We're talking about-
yes and
It loses
no.
to not just Dark Power. It loses to a lot of other stuff.
Well, yeah.
So it's a
But
blue.
like, if you have 2 out,
Right,
they
but
can't use their effect.
so it's a blue and yellow leader. So Haru hits you. So TN hits you.
TN hits you.
Yeah, it
So
has all the silver bullets.
Every like black card that leads the leader specific hits it. So that's already bad. And then Dark Power Mass in hurts. Now you're wasting like 3 turns to go around it without nagging cards.
You don't draw.
Yeah.
So once you use your hand,
It'll-
that's your hand.
It'll be a leader you're not scared of because the most cards it'll have is like 7, 8.
So if
if
you
you-
go
if they
tall
go to
against
10,
it,
like-
you
So
win.
it feels like old school Kaba, the
Yeah.
one from the expert deck.
Yeah, but at
Yeah.
least that one made it so they gained attack, so they were more threatening. They don't gain attack.
So it's just like a hit, but gets hit by more things.
Yeah.
Okay.
The,
So
the
in
other
that
hit
sense,
is a
it's gonna be
little-
really fun to play. I think, competitive wise, there might be
Yeah,
someone who
you
makes
can
a
like
good
go
build.
lucky and go like 2-drop
Like-
KO to 2-drop KO.
Yeah, like the thing on it is like, since it kind of tells you all what it does up front and you can already expect combos if people know about it, it'll be a tough matchup. But because it's not that, like, known, you might get a couple games. So, you know,
maybe in a best of 1.
yeah.
Definitely not best of 3.
So basically, you're saying this is gonna be
Because
our
you do
local
get a
deck.
few other
It's
cards on the
underwhelming.
pile.
It's gonna be a local
Local
deck.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the red yellow one, right?
Yeah.
That one seems pretty cool.
That one just seems like it's trying to compete with Beerus, though, if you know what it does.
Yeah, but like the cool thing about it is also yellow. It is also red, so like you
So
get to
now
all the-
Haru hits it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Haru hits it, all that. But
Demigra's just getting better.
but with that said, I mean, its awaken side's pretty good and negates the whole board.
Oh, yeah.
So just like bam, just like everything.
Oh, you're going to go in with Victory Strike.
You're funny.
I'm cool. I'll take the 1.
I don't know if it can do the victory strike. Can it?
It's
I don't
not
think so.
negating the attack.
Yeah, but it can negate the effect of Victory Strike.
Is that what it says? That was just the attack.
I think it's
Yeah, I don't have a Victory Strike on me, but I remember Victory Strike's disability can't be negated.
That's probably some weed.
No, because I remember there's like some dispute about negating Victory Strike.
Oh,
That's
like
it when it's coming into place. You can blow it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it's already on the
Then-
field,
then
I don't
you
think so. You
can-
can't do
Alright.
it.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
So I'm
But the
bad.
big one is just because since it is also yellow, and it's also red, you get to play every good like red yellow card.
You got Nimbus, you got Time Magic, you got like.
Yeah, you
You
get
can
all
pick the
that.
best negates.
Yeah,
You
shoe.
get apes.
Oh, you have Shoe.
You have shoe. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Shoe.
super
Shoe.
combo.
Oh, that's
I mean,
the
that's all
important
you
one,
need.
right?
I feel like that deck. It depends how it's built. Like, what's the combo?
I think what it's gonna have is it's gonna have a lot of cards available to it, and once like a format's more like determined, you can fine tune it to the format, and like then it'll be solid.
Yeah.
So like in the beginning of a meta, it's gonna be all right to play, but you won't know what tools to put in your toolbox.
Like it's like Glad Beast, how like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time there's a new band that's like, let's see if Glad Beast
They
works.
just adapted.
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
True.
I guess. Yeah.
But I mean, those are the new ones, and the last one, at least one I remember, is the Piccolo one.
Yeah.
I think
That
that was
one's
the
the
one.
most talked about for sure.
I mean, let's be honest. If it does get its play, that kind of sucks. If it gets the Gogeta and then rip the last two and then get a Toa, and so you start your turn with 0 cards. I mean, like,
You
That's
had
broke.
perfect setup. Like
yeah. I mean, and you're able, like, what am I supposed to do after
If,
that?
if you chomp, you end up with 1 card in hand. That's
Yeah.
not-
Oh, even better. Yes, I have 1 card in
and a
hand
beater.
to go, and I gotta find a way to out the Gogeta.
I think for that deck, you do have to play some kind of out to the Gogeta 7, but also establish a board.
Yeah.
If you can establish a board, that's kind of like you're keeping some kind of
so,
advantage.
hear me out. What about a 5-drop Frieza that minuses 30k to the board
Yeah.
and triple strikes back?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what?
The thing
It's
is,
not hard to get out because you can get out turn 2.
you just can't attack with it. Because if you attack with it, you're going to have no hand. They're just going to combo enough to kill it. They're going to know exactly how much.
Nah,
combo.
because they're at 5 energy, but like if you went first, you're at 5 also. So just rip it off the top and just.
Oh, you mean like sack?
Well,
it
yeah,
up?
I mean, like-
Okay, sure.
Okay,
If you,
yeah,
you could do that.
with that
then-
said, we don't promote luck stacking. What the
Okay,
heck?
right, but I'm just saying, like, at least your deck has an out as opposed to, like, not having anything just being dead in the water.
Yeah, okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
Could
If
we
y'all don't want to be lucky at any point.
could we talk about how easy it is to get that card out?
Which
The
one?
five
The
Oh,
5
no.
It's like turn 1 summon
yeah,
the
yeah.
swap
Foreigner.
Frieza. Turn 2 like even that same turn
Oh,
when
the
you can just
Frieza?
swap it. Yeah, the 5 drops Frieza.
Yeah.
You can just bring it out turn 2.
You can bring out as early as turn 2, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Is that not
Pick
not
up your
fair?
swap Frieza stuff.
Is that not fair?
Foil, of course. Stamp. No,
Just
it's not
like
stamp.
turn 2 you have a triple strike 30 25k?
30.
30k?
30k.
So here's the good news about it being 30k, right? Because it's not 25, you can't do tricolor shenanigans and like Android 16 to ramp up into it.
Okay.
No, there was a cool
As an
deck.
option.
I told them there was a cool deck that was at 25.
Bro, you go heartfelt plea that.
Yep.
Nah, the cool deck
Ooh,
I
this
was
is
deck.
Yo!
Time to build.
So now you're getting into the
What's the
territory
conditions for
we're at.
heartfelt plea?
It's a red card.
Red card 25.
Bro! You got Awaken though?
Yeah.
Surge leader.
Yeah.
Brawl.
Awaken Surge. Supposedly, that's the ruling we have so
Or you
far.
know, Broly, you just restand.
Yeah.
You
Broly
killed
restand,
Mira.
yeah.
Which one do you restand, the Frieza or the stupid heartfelt plea?
A heartfelt plea.
Heartfelt says triple strike.
So does a Frieza.
The Frieza just. Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tri-
I'd rather do the Frieza. I don't even know what
Yeah,
I'm.
The
Frieza.
Frieza, honestly.
Because, like, say they play something else stupid on the board.
But
You're
look
like,
at, you know what? If you can't,
No,
if
you
you
can't. Because once you awaken, you're getting rid of it.
You're getting rid of the Frieza. That's what sucks.
all right, so
Yeah.
a heartfelt plea for sure. My bad.
so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you essentially
I'm
nuke-
not-
And then
but
Mira.
that-
And then
But
Mira.
that's it. I want to restand.
You don't
the
restand
Frieza.
Heartfelt.
you
restart Mira.
you essentially nuke yeah, you essentially nuke their board. They mill 2 for every card you nuked.
Yeah, so that was the other thing that I'm excited about.
Hatchiak,
That.
watch out.
Yeah, they have like
You're gonna get mixed up.
Let's not. Yeah, let's find a way to get rid of that deck.
yeah,
It's
Hatchiak.
like New Age Janemba.
All right, but if Hatchiak goes and Janemba comes back, like,
But Janemba's doable. Like
is it?
I feel like it is.
I have more
No,
struggles.
I'd rather go back to Hatchiak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with Hatchiak.
I'm undefeated against Hatchiak, so like I'm okay with that.
You played
Janemba?
Android 21. That's what.
No, I played Baby.
Oh.
I friggin' what's it called? A PPT. I mean, whoever you are, man, I'm really sorry. I know that he was really angry, but like, I'm really sorry. I burned him for 4 life.
Oh, SCR.
Yeah, so I was playing the GT version, so I burned him for 4 life. He was at 6 life at the beginning of the turn. In Hatchiak, normally that's like, oh, we got like 5 more turns or something.
Mm-hmm.
he went from 6 to 0 in one turn, so he was like a little salty. And I was like, man, I feel bad because like I didn't even think I could kill him that turn. And then I looked at my hand, and you know when you play, sometimes you're like, let's just see where it goes. At one point I was like, oh, I could just burn him for game. Oh, sick. Not planned at all. I was just like, oh, let's keep going.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's there.
Didn't he also have like 2 negates on you, and you're just?
Oh
like,
no, he negated every attack. No attack went through except the double strike from leader, but all the other ones went through. Cause he was probably thinking like, I'll get some extra cards, not a big deal. Like, there's no way he's gonna kill me.
Dude,
But I mean, yeah, it happened.
Any comments we should be reading?
No.
Actually, there's one. What do you guys think about the new keywords? The new synchro mechanic, essentially.
It's a ritual summon. Get that out of here.
Can you? No, it's not. It's a single summon.
It's single.
Because
Where's
it's
the
only from
internet?
field. It's only from field. Ritual you could use from hand. Can you use hand for successor? No.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I used to play Necros, and I could ritual from my graveyard as material.
You got a point. You got a point.
Single summon. Anyways,
I think
Invoker's broken.
Actually,
Invoker.
which Invoker?
The one that makes your red, blue extra cards 1.
Yeah, that thing's insane.
It's broken.
Oh yeah.
It's between that and offering as
Wait,
best,
this is
like
in-
whatever
Yeah,
these
so
things are called.
If it's a red
Nobody has
blue
ever
extra
used
card,
Alliance
it costs
competitively.
once.
Oh, I
It
forgot
costs
Lights was the
one.
thing.
Yeah, that's the worst
Wait,
one for sure.
wait. What do you mean? What do you mean?
If you have a card on the board with Invoker, your blue-red extra cards, right?
They
Extra,
cost 1.
cost 1. So you can pay either the blue or the red. I think.
So you're telling me that you could do combination attack for 1 energy?
And then it
Guess what?
restands.
Yeah.
It restands 1. It's free.
What? Oh my god! And
That's
Savannah
why I
learned
went up.
something new today.
So
You just learn
they'll be like, oh, they got a bean. Like,
Yeah, so with that said, like I said, there's only 2 mechanics we use in this game that are really good so far. In terms of these new mechanics.
For the dual color card.
Yeah, so we use offering because that's a stupid mechanic.
y'all tell me when Aegis won World.
I don't know how it's like a crit too. It should have been like you added to hand, but somehow crit.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't know whose idea
fact
that
like
was.
that heartfelt plea has that.
Yeah, so
It's
like
not
literally
It's
it's
the
like
fact that like the baby has it, so that's like 2. Then
Oh,
the
yeah,
Heartfelt has it,
dude.
that's 2 more. Then your leader draws 2, like suddenly you're up a fresh 9.
That's the problem. Because Aegis, the earliest drop that you can use Aegis with is what? The Kefla?
Yeah.
yeah,
that was
but
one of them.
Yeah,
the
But
other ones,
besides
like
that,
the
they're all like
Janemba.
4.
I don't
Yeah,
want to use
yeah.
Aegis is the problem.
exactly.
It's not the problem what turn you could use it. I don't want to use it.
Well, if it was
Even-
like a 2-drop that had Aegis,
Even
that'd
the
be
other,
pretty
even
good.
the other one.
Yeah, but like for the most part, they all suck.
There's
Yeah,
there's
Like
another,
there's
new
no
keyword,
point
right?
for me to use it.
So it was Invoker and Successor.
Invoker, Successor, Offering, Alliance,
Alliance.
Alliance fucking sucks.
and Aegis.
Like no one has ever used Alliance at
There's
all.
one
No,
more.
I use Alliance when I do demo days. I use that ability all the time. Alliance for days.
When you're trying to just go to your lunch, Alliance game.
No, but Alliance doesn't work too well. We go
Like, the
back.
problem with Alliance is you need to be
Aegis
able to keep
doesn't
a
work.
board.
Yeah.
Aegis doesn't really work. So then we go down the list. Offering stupid, like I said. Like, me going back to what I played with Baby, there was one game where the guy's like, I'm not letting you draw. I'll crit 2. Okay, swing for game. Ah, crap, I didn't see that. I forgot freaking Heartfall. Please triple strike.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next game, I'm let you draw. Draw cards in hand, 15. How did you get so many cards?
No, yeah, you have to.
So, like, that's a good
Decide.
mechanic.
Skills that let you draw or reduce cost on cards.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the green
those
yellow
are
one,
always
what is it? Successor?
Green, yellow is Successor.
So we'll see how good that is, because there might be potential
I
there.
think Crash.
And we already said
The-
Evoke is really
The
good.
big one on it though was the 6-drop cell. Like when it dies, you draw 3, so you don't get like, the paid up front up cost, but like once it's gone,
Is
like
it when it dies, when it's KO'd?
both.
So
like, when it leaves the
I think when it
field?
goes to the drop area.
If it's knocked out by a skill or KO'd,
So if I bounce it back to hand,
so it's at least a 6-drop, so you can't dual combination it back.
But you know what you can do? You can use a new Frieza negate to negate an attack. Pay the 2 red, 1 blue to summon that 1 5-drop Frieza,
Right.
the blue one from like a couple sets ago, and put it to the bottom of that.
Dang man, green yellow ain't looking so hot.
you know that blue-yellow hit where you choose a card in the field and put it in the bottom of the deck? You could do that
Yeah,
too.
but that one costs 4.
Yeah.
You know that blue, yellow, yeah.
Yeah, but you've committed so much to your successor again, and I'll just put it at the bottom.
But I think Crash was saying a cool little combo where you summon the Kabba's Awakening. Not Kabba's Awakening, the 2-drop green Kabba.
Mm-hmm.
And you summon the yellow 4-drop.
Something like teamwork.
Yeah, you summon Teamwork saying Kabba, and then you summon the 4-drop Awakened Sister. The Khalifa one.
Yeah. Tap like an energy something.
Yeah, so you get double strike at
Get some
10k,
value.
and you get that 6 drop out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You actually did that for the.
Isn't there like some combo where you gotta bring out the SCR?
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's definitely like one of the stupider.
The only one that I saw that was kind of like a cheese play, if you do it for the green Broly BR, is when you go like up the chain, right? So say you have like the secret rare and like the Gohan one, your leader swings in, that's a hit, right? One, you do the successor, get into the Gohan, it's a triple striker. You ignore the auto because you don't play Goku's in it.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be like triple strike that you're hitting with that guy, right? But you hit with the secret rare first because it gets played out as well. So he's dual attack, double strike, swing 1, KO out their hand, that's 3 life. Swing again, that's 5 life, and then triple strike 30k for the last 3.
No, yeah.
So like you can do it all, I think, turn 3.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah.
just have to have like the nut draw for it though.
Yeah, but that's the problem,
Does
though.
Mutato stop that?
Yeah.
Right, but
Mutato's
I'm giving you combo
energy.
options.
Time magic.
Combo options.
Yeah, it's good.
So Dex to take the locals.
That's the best of one.
Best
Right,
of one
but-
local.
Like if you have the cards because you pulled them and you want to use them, like might as well.
That's
True. All right, so last part of our show today, guys. We're calling it open talk. So if you have, if you guys want to type anything,
Got any questions? Do it now.
yeah. So one of the topics that we decided we want to talk to, what's better? And I'm gonna ask you guys this: playing at a local or practicing with your teammates / friends
1000% playing with your teammates.
/ friends.
It has been proven to work.
So all right,
Scientifically proven.
So if I
to
go
work.
4 on my locals, but I like that is not as good as like practicing with your teammates, right?
No, because if you go forward with your
Hey,
locals,
wait, nah, man. But I
and you're
gotta
playing
get in
like
on
Doctor like Giro or like
Jeff-
Giro, whatever it's called.
Weren't you there and got first at turn 0 playing out of locals, and then after that you went to PPT and then you top? That's got to count as practice for it, right?
No, I played after the PPT.
No, he play tested with the team.
Yeah, I played as a team for PPT. Then for fun, I went to a locals, played a deck I haven't played in like
See,
a
but
month.
that's the thing. For fun.
That's why you learn things.
Okay, so you go to locals for fun, but not to prepare for events.
Yeah, I don't think
Like you
locals
maybe
are-
could get some good practice, but for the most part, when you're playing with your teammates,
How stacked is your locals? Like, do you have like guys who consistently top and then like in the jam?
See, okay, that's the thing. So if you
Cause, like,
have a
then-
locals where like it's a majority of like competitive players, then I don't see why even. Have
Well,
a
actually,
local.
here's
Why
the
not
other
just,
one
like, keep
thing, like-
practicing.
Well, here's my thing. Yeah, because like if you're just playing there again, like a local deck, they're not gonna really bring out like
Yeah,
their A game on, and they'll just be like, all right, cool.
yeah, like
because I feel like if you're playing with your teammates, if you make a mistake, they can call you out on it.
you can even take
Whereas
it back.
the
and do
locals,
a
you're
better
trying
play,
to
yeah.
win, so you don't realize your mistakes. They might not
Yeah,
tell
and
you.
the other guy will just be like, oh, you did that, K.
Yeah, like all right, I'm
Not
gonna
not to
capitalize on
mention
my
when you're
mistake.
playing
You
when
forgot
you're
to swap
playing
out
with
properly. Ooh.
Judge.
he did not swap properly. What's it called?
Can't
That's,
swap with
I think when
Frieza?
I think when you're playing with your friends or like your teammates, there's even an opportunity where you guys can play in open hands and see like the best like.
Yeah, I did that.
possible
I did that for the PPT prep with Miguel, and like that helped me a lot because for 2 reasons. One, it showed me where my deck does struggle.
Yeah.
Because against certain players, they'll show you where your deck dies, and I was like, oh crap, I
never
really
told me
have
that.
nothing. I quickly figured like I have nothing
Did you
for
always just
one
want to
turn
watch me
two.
play?
Besides the cool play of Dr. Mew where everyone goes like, oh, that's so broken, that's all you need. The answer is yes, that's all I need if you're not going to kill me on